The Ocean Center Convention Center in Daytona Beach was recently host to hundreds of athletes who combine dance, gymnastics, and coordination. Joanne Magley has more in this week's Volusia Here and Now report.
Nearly 900 athletes from 26 states came to Volusia County for about a week to compete in the 55th Annual National Baton Twirling Championships at the Ocean Center. Twirlers competed for national championships in individual and group events.
We have athletes from as young as 4 to well into their 30s who compete in the sport of baton twirling. Most of them are probably in middle school and high school. It's a sport that requires a lot of physical ability. These athletes take ballet and gymnastics and dance, and then it also requires a lot of eye-hand coordination.
Anna Osborne-Dolan is the Director of Communications for the U.S. Twirling Association and has been involved in the sport all of her life.
I twirled through college. It was just a wonderful, wonderful experience. And then I started coaching and judging. And you see that people who grow up in the sport tend to stay in the sport because it's just a wonderful family. It's a wonderful, lifelong, rewarding experience.
Today's baton twirlers are competitive athletes and perform amazing feats, sometimes with 1, 2, even 3 batons. Twirlers like Jennifer Marcus from Miami, who began twirling at the age of 3 and has won 35 Grand National titles, the highest title in the United States, and 17 world titles.
I've definitely fallen in love with the sport, so it's my passion. So I live, eat, breathe twirling. I'm constantly thinking about it, and it's just a blend of everything that I love, you know, dance, gymnastics, coordination, and you put it together with the baton, which is our apparatus, and you get to create like a beautiful aesthetic, you know, program.
Jennifer also coaches up-and-coming twirlers and says twirling has opened up a world of other opportunities.
Aside from the competitive atmosphere, I've twirled for Florida State University, and then I went on to twirl for the Orlando Magic. So I've been able to bring the sport outside into the community and share with the world what I love.
Carissa Wimmerly has been twirling since she was 6 and says this event at the Ocean Center means a lot.
This is the Nationals event, so it's like a culmination of your year, and so you work, it's like our Super Bowl.
And like Jennifer, Carissa says twirling has provided her enormous opportunities, like being nominated and making it as a top 5 finalist for the Sullivan Award.
The award is for the top amateur athlete in the United States, and that spans across all sports: swimming, skiing, football, ice skating, or figure skating, I guess would be the proper term. And so it was really exciting for baton to even be nominated, and so it was kind of a really big stepping stone for baton truly being recognized as a sport and not just what people see it as in parades and at football games. A lot of Olympians, I think Michael Phelps, and a lot of really big names have won this award, and so when I saw whose names were attached to it, it really felt very special to even be selected for consideration for something like this.
And Carissa and Jennifer came out winners at this year's national championships, both taking home multiple awards, including Grand National Champions for dance, twirl, and solo, respectively. And hundreds of athletes will be back in Daytona Beach again for another national competition in about 5 years.
And we do love coming to Daytona Beach. We have been to Daytona Beach about 6 times in the last 20 or so years. We move our national championships around the country each year, but we always come back to Daytona Beach because this is a great venue and just a wonderful destination for our athletes and their families.
For Volusia Here and Now, I'm Joanne Magley.